Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're watching me all over the world. Welcome to another inspiring edition of our Super Kid Facebook Live book review. More like the Facebook and YouTube book review because this video will also be uploaded on our YouTube TV. So welcome from wherever you're watching. I'm excited to have you again today. And we are going to be continuing with our Universal Law series, the Dear Child Universal Law series. And today we are reading the book, The Law of Cause and Effect. This is an amazing little book. So it's an ebook, but I always have a copy printed out for my super kids at home. So if you can go ahead and download it, purchase it, download it, and print your copy for your super kids. Before I continue, if you're just joining us for the first time, my name is Ogbueli, already on the screen. I'm an inspirational reading coach, co-founder of Faith Things Resources. Faith Things Resources is an informal educational company that provides resources and platforms for spiritual and personal development. And the Super Kid Academy is one of the platforms of Faith Things Resources. The Super Kid Academy is a personal development platform for super kids between the ages of 6 and 13. There we read an inspirational book a week, all year long. So welcome to join us. You have super kids, get them into the academy, and they are not going to be the same by the time they stay with us with at least a quarter. So let's go straight into the book. I'll begin with the title quote. It says, "For every effect, there is a definite cause. Likewise, for every cause, there is a definite effect. If you are not happy with the effects you have created, then you must change the causes that created them in the first place. For every effect, there is a cause. And for every cause, there is always an effect. So if you're not happy with what you have, the situation that is surrounding you, the kind of relationships you have, or the way your life is, if you're not happy with it, then you have to go back, trace back, find out the cause of it, change it, and then it will change the effect." This is an amazing book. I love universal laws. Universal laws is for everyone to know, not just for super kids. It's for moms and dads. It's for everybody. As we read this, I know that if you're here, if you're a parent watching me, you're going to learn something from this review. Now, this is a quote by someone named Ogbueli. It says, "Money is a result. Wealth is a result. Health is a result. Academic success is a result. Sickness is equally a result. Your weight, your present weight right now, is a result. Your health condition right now is a result. We live in a world of cause and effect. If you don't like what you have, change what you are doing. Everything that you have in your life right now is an effect, and there is a cause." So now there is a super kid right here. Now you've said hi. Hi. Bye. Bye. Go sit over there. Good boy. So I have my own super kids here learning as well. We've already had this discussion on the law of cause and effect. So this is an addition. In the last school year, now listen to this story. In the last school year, Joanne and her best friend Jessica paid attention to their teacher in class. They studied well for their tests. They did their homework. And as a result of that, they got A+ in all their assessments. Johnny ate too much candy at his friend's birthday party. Because of that, he became very sick in his stomach. Listen to the other story. David planted an orange seed. Therefore, he has an orange tree with lots of sweet oranges in it. The law of cause and effect says that all achievements, prosperity, academic success, happiness, wealth, whatever it is as a direct and indirect effect or result of specific causes. Now, let me break it down. We started with Joanne and Jessica. They are best friends. And see what they did. Look at their causes. The cause was they studied, they paid attention in class, they did their homework, they did their tests well, and at the end of the term, they got A+ in all their assessments. So the A+ is the effect, and the cause is the energy and the time and the self-discipline that they put into their academics. Now look at Johnny. Johnny went to a friend's party, and because he saw so much candy galore everywhere, he kept consuming the candy. Probably at home, mommy doesn't let Johnny eat candy because mommy knows that candy is not good for your teeth. So Johnny went to a friend's party, saw lots of candy, mommy wasn't there, and Johnny started consuming candies. And at the end of the day, when he got back home, he started having stomach pain. So what was the cause? Too much consumption of candy. What was the effect? Stomach pain. So whatever it is, academic success, wealth, happiness, great relationship, whatever it is that you have or you don't have, is as a result of a cause, something, some investment, something that has been done to produce the other one. It's just like planting a tomato seed. That is a cause. And then the effect is you're going to reap a tomato tree with lots of tomatoes. You don't expect to reap a pepper tree when you plant tomato seeds. So if you want something, then you can deliberately and intentionally begin to put in the causes that will produce your desirable effect. And that is so profound. You know, when I got to know about the law of cause and effect, I said to myself, oh my God, that means there is nothing, there is no level of success that I cannot accomplish. Because what it requires is for me to put in the work, find out what the cause, the appropriate cause is, begin to put in that required work, dedication, self-discipline, whatever it is. Then it will inevitably produce the required effect. I don't know if I'm the only one excited about this. Like, I'm so excited for children to learn these principles right on early, because these are universal laws. They are principles. Principles, they are universal. Whether you know it or not, it's working. So let's say while I was having a conversation with my children this afternoon, I said to them, if you're running around the sitting room and then there is water spilled on the floor, and then you run onto the water because it's a tiled floor, you slip and fall. What was the cause of your slipping and falling? The water. So if you don't want to slip and fall, what do? You go clean up the water. You have a dry floor. When you run, you don't slip. So you don't want the effect, you change the cause. And if you want the effect, you put a cause that will produce the effect. This is so amazing. Now let's continue. The law of cause and effect says that all achievements, academic success, wealth, happiness, prosperity, and business success are all direct and indirect effects or results of specific causes and actions. Please, if you have something, you want to say something, you want to share something, please type it on the comment section. If you're getting value, you can put the fire emoji, whatever you want to put. Just let me know that you're hearing me, you're getting value from what we're saying today. And while you're at it, just let me know your name and where you're watching from. And I'm going to look at it afterwards. This simply means that if you can be clear about the effects or results you want, you can probably achieve it. If you can study other people who have achieved the same goal you want to achieve and do what they did, you can get the same results. Now, this is the principle of success. What do you want to accomplish? There is nothing new under the sun, like, Solomon said in the Bible. There is nothing new, King Solomon, under the sun. If there is anything you want to accomplish in whatever field, someone, I assure you, has gone through the process and have accomplished that same result. What you have to do, that's the principle of success. Find out those people, seek them out, find out what they did and how they did it. Then do the same, and you probably find yourself on the same path to success. That is a simple law of success. That is the difference between successful people and unsuccessful people. Successful people will know this, and then they will go on looking for mentors, people that have gone way ahead of them, of the places, people that have accomplished what they want to accomplish, done the things that they want to do, learn from them, and then they begin to reproduce the same thing to get the same result. Okay, so I see David is watching from Abuja. Thank you. I see the fire emoji. Yes. It lets me know that you are here and you are following through. Thank you so much. Now, success is not an accident. Did you hear what I just said? Success is not an accident. Neither is it a miracle. It's not something that just bumps on you. Just wake up all of a sudden and you already have that thing. No, it's not an accident. It's not a miracle. Everything happens for a reason, good or bad, positive or negative. When you are very clear about what you want, you only need to copy or emulate those people that have accomplished that. I've said that before, to be able to get it. This is referred in the Bible as the law of sowing and reaping, which says, whatsoever a man soweth, that also shall he reap. I already talked about the example of you planting tomato seeds and reaping tomato tree and fruit. It's not possible for you to plant an orange seed and then it grows and you begin to see mangoes. No matter how much you pray, mangoes will not grow. Oranges will grow from that tree. So this is also to let us know that prayer does not answer to all things. Prayer does not answer to all things. God has set in place some principles, laws on this earth that governs the earth. And one of them, in the Bible, we call it the law of Genesis, the law of seed time and harvest, which can also be likened to the law of cause and effect. So for every cause, there is an effect. And for every effect, there is a cause. Now, let's use yourself as an example. Just think and ask yourself, let's say in the area of relationship, do you have someone that presently you're not in good terms with? That is an effect. If you trace back, you are going to begin to find the cause of that strained relationship. Maybe something happened, words were spoken, there was a misunderstanding, there was a disagreement. And because of that, you now have a strained relationship. Now, the other part, are you doing well academically? Are you an A student, an overachiever? There is a cause for that. That is an effect. If you trace back, you begin to, remember the times that you spent studying, making sure that your notes is up to date. As a student now, making sure that your notes is up to date, studying, writing your notes, paying attention in class, paying close attention to details. And now you are this excellent student that everybody's envying. And then they are praying, I want to be like David. I want to be like Blessing. I want to be like this person. But it's not going to happen if you don't put in the work. There is a cause for every effect. I'm sure that you're getting it. Now, there's another area that I would like us to explore this evening in this review. It says, okay, Tofumi is watching from Lagos, and Jesu Law. Wow, welcome. I'm happy you're here. I hope I got your name correct. Now, I want us to explore the area of our thoughts, what we think about. You know, as children or young people, most times nobody tells us that what we think about matter, that our thoughts can affect everything. Our thoughts can also affect our mood. Now, this is a very simple example. If you're here and then you're home and your mom, asked you to do something, gave you a chore to do before leaving, and then you didn't do it, and mommy comes home and mommy scolds you and you're angry, of course, there's a cause for that. And it would have been prevented if you had done your chores. Now, let's say that mom finished scolding you, and 2 hours later, you are still angry and depressed. Do you know why you'll be angry 2 hours or 3 hours later after mom scolded you? It's because you were thinking about things that mommy said. Your thoughts will begin to affect your emotions. You become depressed, angry, sad, because you're meditating on those thoughts, those things that mommy said. That's one way that your thoughts influences your thoughts influences you. And this is not just in the area of your emotions. Your thoughts also influences your relationships. Did you know that if you constantly think to yourself, I am so dumb, like seriously, I've heard people open their mouth to say those words about themselves. I am so dumb. I can't do this. You keep telling yourself these negative things. Do you know what will happen? It will make you to be making mistakes, unnecessary mistakes. And then people around will be wondering, why is she making so much mistake? Why is she so dumb? Why is she so? What produced that reaction and that effect? Your thoughts. They are causes. And then when people start saying, this girl is dumb, she's not smart, she's not this, and you're wondering, why are they saying I'm not smart? Probably you've been thinking about it, you've been thinking the same thought about yourself. And because of those thoughts, it's been reflecting in your actions. And now people see the actions and begin to call out those things to you. There are so many more things. This is a book I want all of you to read. If you're in the platform, I'm sure you must have read it because we have some reviews. But if you're not in the platform, I'm going to put the link so that you can be able to download it, or you can go to our website, www.faiththingsresources.com/Dear Child Book Series. Then you have all our book series. You can click on the Universal Law series. We have 12 titles in that Universal Law series. This is the third one that we're reviewing this year or this month. So, do I have any question? If you have any question, please just put it on the comment section. And if you'd like to be a guest and you have my guest link, just click on that link now and I'm going to welcome you to make a contribution. I saw a guest here, but she just left. So if you want to be a guest on this show, you want to make a contribution, just click on the link I shared in our platform and it's going to bring you here and I'll welcome you. So as I round up with this review, I would like to share some life lessons on the law of cause and effect. To be successful in life, your academics, your relationships, and in whatever you should be able, and in whatever area of your life, you should be able to do and act the way, cause that others before you who have accomplished the same success have acted. If you want to become a successful and high-flying student, now my attention is more on the super kids because right now our focus is on our academics. But this principle can be applied in whatever thing that you're doing, whatever area of your life, relationship, finances, career, business, whatever. If you want to be successful and a high-flying student, then You should be able to study what made other high-flying students. Remember, that place that you want to go, some people have gone there. They've conquered, they've accomplished great things. So you have to be able to study what made them, those people before you, successful, and then copy what they did and do the same. You should look at things like, what kind of books do they read? And how do they read? What kind of friends do they keep? What are their values? How do they stay in class? How is their disposition in the classroom? Are they playing? How is their relationship with the teacher? Because another thing, if you have a bad relationship with your teacher, you will probably not be able to learn from that teacher. So if you have this teacher, maybe a mathematics teacher, English teacher, and you say, I don't like this teacher, I don't like this teacher, just know that you're on your way to failing mathematics. Because if you don't like somebody, if you don't like your teacher, it's difficult for you to learn from them. If you don't like somebody, it's difficult for you to have a good relationship with that person. So learn from the people that have gone ahead of you, the success that you want. Find out how they've been doing it. Then begin to put the same principle, the same things, begin to do the same things, and you will get the same results. Finally, if you follow the law of cause and effect and emulate what successful people ahead of you have done, this law states that you are going to accomplish the same result with time. And if over time you don't get the result, then you know that something was missing. You really did not follow it properly, because you cannot plant orange seed and then end up with mangoes. If that happens, then something happened. Maybe a bird dug up your seed and ate it, and then someone dropped a mango seed. Something definitely must have happened, because you cannot sow mango and reap orange, or orange and reap mango. It doesn't happen. And that is the law of cause and effect. I hope you've learned something today. I am so excited about these universal laws. This is something that everyone should know and practice in their life. You're not too young to practice these principles in your relationship with your friends. If you have a cordial relationship with your friend, you speak nicely with them, you talk to them nicely, kindly, share with them when you have nice things, you probably have a good relationship. But if you're constantly teasing them, oh, I don't like this. You see them with nice stuff. Instead of you to appreciate what they have, you just say, it's not even fine. I don't like it. You can't have a good relationship with that person, because the cause is already wrong and the effect is going to be wrong. So let me look into the comment section. Oh, someone wrote something, but not everyone deserves success. Is that a question or a comment? Everybody deserves success. Everybody deserves success. There is no one person that doesn't. It is them that make up their mind what they deserve or not. You deserve success, but if you don't believe that you deserve it, then you pass it on and wallow in poverty. Everybody deserves it. You have to be the one to define it. Okay.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we
Hello?
can. Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. My contribution is that universal law, like you already said, it works every time. So it's about us taking responsibility. So whatever we have or whatever we don't have is because of a cause that we consciously or unconsciously triggered. So, and then another point is that success is not a respecter of persons. When you do what successful people do, you will achieve success. You will get the results they have gotten. So I want to counsel any super kid or parent hearing me now to take responsibility for seeing the effects, for getting the effect, for experiencing whatsoever effect you desire. So if you want a particular end result, so you sit down and think, what can I do for me to be able to achieve this? If you do that, you can be sure that you will attain your goal. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That was really amazing. That was just brief and straight to the point. We must take responsibility for the effects that we want. So you define that thing you want, define that success you want in the area that you want it, define it. Then you begin to ask yourself, what are the necessary causes that will bring about this effect? And then intentionally begin to do those things. So this is where we'll wrap it up for today. I hope you've learned something. Just put on the comment section if you learned something. Put a thumbs up, fire emoji, whatever the way you want to express yourself. Just put it there if you've learned something. Before we go, I would like to talk to us again about the project personal development. Now, if you're on this call and you've gotten value, then this project personal development is something that we've created to take this same value that we are getting on this call to our junior and senior secondary schools students in public schools. We want to take this information to them. So we created this project personal development, and this is a resource that we give to them. And all these things that we share, they are in here to teach them what personal development is, why it's important, these laws. And we just want you to be part of it. We have a link. We're going to share a link. Our goal is to reach 100,000 school children this year. We are going to the schools. We're talking to them. We're distributing this. But we know that we can't get to 100,000 with these hard copies. So we have made provision for soft copies to be given. And you know, the amazing thing is that these resources are free of charge, because our generous partners and sponsors are making sure that these resources are available to us. So we're going to put a link for the guidebook, the personal development guidebook. What we want you to do is to copy this link and share it with your friends. If you have a friend that is between the ages of 6 and 18, primary school, secondary school, just share the link with them so that they can download this book free and begin to get on this journey of personal development. So thank you so much for being here again. We'll see you again the same time next week, and have a good day. If you have any questions, just put it on the comment section and we will get back to it. Bye.